Morning guys, my name is Benji Schaefer and welcome back to another video here at Schaefer Grain Farms. We are going to try and get the planter going today and maybe, fingers crossed, we get some tillage going today. So enjoy the episode. Alrighty, first things first, we got to switch this receiver out to an RTK receiver. I know they look the exact same, but just trust me. Why is there so many wires to unplug? Got it! So many wires to screw in.
Yep, that one's for the cellular.
Now we do this every year, but I have to go in here and count actually how many holes are in that disc, because that's very important to tell the meter or tell the computer in there how much we actually have. This is really hard one-handed. As I was saying before, now I got two hands free. I have to go through and count how many of these holes are in there on this disc, so I can tell the computer in there how many holes are in here, so it knows, you know, when it turns around one time, how many seeds it's putting out. It's 80.
80.
I had to count them actually. There wasn't a number on there.
The other thing that, Benji was telling.
Alright, another thing that I got to do before we get planting is check over the seed tender, because it's how we load our seed into the planter. I got to check tire pressure, oil in the motors, just make sure everything inside the bins are okay and there's no rats or anything in there. But I just got to check over this, make sure it's all good to go and ready to put seed in there. Alright, so I got a little problem. I don't know if you guys can see all the way down there, but that's the bottom of it, and there's a little bit of rye down there left from last fall, and I don't really want that in my soybean planter, so we're going to have to clean that out somehow. Hey guys, just got all the seeds shaken out. Now it's time to close the gate and get this thing out of here. Alright, we are loaded and ready to put the first soybeans in the ground of 2020. Okay, now comes the part where we drag the planter through the ground about 5 feet and stop every 10 times and figure out what goes wrong. Here we go! Going through this 100 times. Already second guessing ourselves in which hybrids we put on which side of the planter. Got him. So what we're watching for now is to go down every row and make sure it spit out some soybean seeds. Now let's do it the second one, then you can get out and stop 100 times and not worry.
I think so too. Good thinking.
Huh. What is it, April 23rd, and we're planting soybeans?
April 23rd.
We got a bit of a situation going on. So you can see the planter's lifting kind of crooked. This one tire's lifting all the way up and this other one isn't lifting at all. And this one's down, and I don't know, we gotta check and see. And now Dad backed up with the planter in the ground, so we gotta clear out all these seed tubes. That way the seed can flow through. What a mess. This row here is a pretty prime example of what'll happen. So you got a little bit of dirt in there, but then the seeds stay on top. You can see a couple red soybeans in there. And then it'll eventually get plugged up all the way back up, and then no more seed will come out. So basically what I've been assigned to do is check and make sure that where Dad went this way across, you know, and where we had already gone on this furrow here, I gotta check and make sure that no seeds got planted over there. So they got overlapped. We gotta check and make sure that there's no overlap. So usually what I'll do is I'll find the soybeans going this way, so I kind of see there's a line kind of here. So there should be no soybeans coming from this trench, and they should stop right here. And there should be no soybeans planted here if we're lucky. But we'll start back here. Don't see any yet, which is good. Should find some now going this way. See, now I should start finding some soybeans. There's one. There's one. There's one. Okay, that's perfect. Field number 2.
And he bumped it with his knee, and all of a sudden, boom, the planter fired up.
Just because it's shiny doesn't mean it always works right. We're having a little problems. I think it's with the wiring harness. Every time we hit a bump or turn a corner, it seems to disconnect from the planter and it shuts all the row units and everything else off. So we got a problem that we need to fix. And I guess, you know, it's the first day of planting. I mean, things like this happen. And that's kind of why I wanted to take you guys along on this ride, to show you, you know, it's not just plug and play. You know, we gotta we gotta work too. So it is what it is. We'll get her going. We're also having a little bit of trouble with those hydraulic cylinders that lift the main frame of the planter. It doesn't, I don't know, it seems to go either one or either side, but one will go to a full lift and the other one won't lift at all. And the whole planter is set to sort of a limited lift, which is kind of like a midpoint. So your planter will get like this and then this, and I don't know, it gets kind of crooked. I'll put a picture up. So we had a couple problems to fix, but overall I'd say it's going pretty good for the first day. We got about 20 acres in so far today, and so I'm happy with that. You know, it's the first day. You know, some days you don't get anything in. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with the progress that we made, and let's keep her moving. Okay guys, it's 10:15. We're still out here finishing up the first field. We're working with some kinks, I guess. The lift cylinder still isn't right, so every now and then it lifts way up and gets all screwed up. But as you can see, if you can see, I don't know, I got a little area left of this crooked field and then I'll be all done for tonight. I think that's going to do it for the first day of planting. We got about 60 acres done on the first day, which is actually a really awesome day. Considering that we didn't start until probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had the service guy come out and check out everything, and I don't know, we've been having problems with the lift cylinders, and I got plugged up a couple times, and yeah, so it hasn't been a stupendous day, but it's actually been it's been a really good day despite, you know, everything that happened. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this second video. I appreciate it. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. and leave a comment down below if you really feel inclined. And I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. So thank you guys. We'll catch you in the next one.